I'm color specialist Cindy Gellermini, and it's my job to help people with their color problems. Whether it's finding that perfect color to match your favorite rug in the living room or bringing new life into the space without creating color chaos, I'm here to help. Now, often in my line of work, I'll meet couples that have a little distance between them when it comes to choosing paint colors. Well, today's family is on a whole other level. They've got miles between them, about 7,000 miles. Today, I'll be working with a husband and wife living on different continents. And you thought it was difficult making decisions when the two of you are in the same room. Come and join me today on Color Theory. In my initial consultation, I like to get a feel for the homeowners, their likes, their dislikes in terms of their style. Now, Wanja and his wife moved from the city to the suburbs to a newer home that's painted what I like to call builder's beige.
My name's Wanja Yang, and my wife and I have two boys, Ethan, who's 4, and Oliver, who's 2 years old. My wife and kids are in Korea for the summer, visiting our family. I'm home all alone this summer. We lived in New York City before we had kids, and we knew we wanted to move to the burbs. We had some friends that lived in town and really recommended it. They said it was just a low-key town. The people were very nice and very relaxed, and so we checked it out and really loved it, and so decided to move here.
Since Wanja's made a few mistakes in the past, he's a little afraid to pull the trigger when it comes to choosing colors for the home. And his wife is all the way in Korea. So he asked me to come and help him choose colors for his home.
Our bathroom is a hideous shade of pink. My wife wanted it painted pink, and typically when I pick a color, it's always too pale. And so my wife, the last time she went back to Korea, said, just pick the pinkest color you could possibly pick. It can't be dark enough, it can't be hideous enough. And so I picked the darkest, most hideous color pink. And when she came back, she agreed that that really was the darkest, most hideous color pink that imaginable.
Wanja came to me with an idea for a special surprise for his wife. But after the pink bathroom incident, he was a little afraid to do this by himself.
My wife, who's pregnant, she's in Korea for the summer with the boys. And for a 20-week checkup, she found out that we were having a daughter. And so she was so excited to finally have a girl. And so before she comes back, I thought I'd surprise her by painting one of the rooms for the daughter.
Okay, so let's look in here. The dining room, I usually like to go for a little bit of drama. So first of all, I want to keep the wainscoting all white. Okay, from here down, because it makes it a little bit more formal, and I know that you like traditional mixed with a little bit of contemporary. So this will keep it traditional, but the top half will make it a little bit more modern. And I also want to have flow from here to the hallway to the living room. So I'm thinking that we should do one of these. And I'm really liking this deep gray. It has a little bit of a beigey undertone with it, and I like it against the table and the chairs. And this, I think, definitely will give you a wow factor in here. It will give you some drama. What do you think of that?
I like the color. Is it red or the wine color? Is that still, I see a lot of people have that. Do people still use that?
No, what I tried to do is have the same drama as a red dining room without being red. All right, let's talk about the kitchen. The first thing that I like to look at is I like to look at the granite. And I like to pull out colors that you would see in the granite. Now I see warm golden browns in here, but I also see grays. So we could go one of two ways. We can go toward the orangey browns, or we can go through the cool grays. If I were to use an orangey brown, it isn't really going to do much against your cabinet. It's pretty much going to blend in. So my choice usually is to pull out the gray tones that are in here so that it contrasts with the cabinets a little bit. It also pulls out the color in the glazing. What I'm thinking is we could do the taupe color on the walls, but we could do a red accent wall over here.
Okay.
When I do an accent wall, I usually look for a perfectly symmetrical wall that's not really broken up by windows or doors, and that's right there is a perfect rectangular shape right there. It's a perfect accent wall. Get some really cool piece of artwork, hang it over there, and it'll really pop. It's always difficult to imagine what a color will look like on the walls simply by looking at a swatch. Now, the great thing about today's technology is the ability to preview a room. When I go into a space, I bring my camera, I take pictures, and I load it into my computer, and then I'm able to show the homeowner what their room will look like with the colors that I've suggested. Now that I have all the images loaded into the computer, I'm back with Wanjay to show him the colors he wanted and my suggestions. Here's his dining room as it is now, Builder's Beige. Wanjay suggested red, which isn't as bad as the pink bathroom, but red walls were very popular in the mid-90s in dining rooms with very traditional furniture. Since he wanted his home to have a more modern feel, we needed to stay with more neutral tones. This golden beige color is fine, but I wanted to show him something even bolder. My suggestion is a deep gray green that will give him the same dramatic effect as red walls while keeping a modern edge.
She was right again, so I give up on colors.
To keep the flow in this open layout, I needed to make sure that all the colors had the same gray undertones. So for the living room, I showed Wanjay a gray beige that would be nice, but to balance the deeper gray in the dining room, I showed him a better option of a deeper gray blue. Stay tuned to see how we transform these rooms from blah and boring to warm and inviting, and to see Wanjay's wife's reaction to her surprise.